Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabriela Catano and this is Catano Glam English. For today's look, we're going to be doing a beautiful summer pinky vibe kind of look. We got glowy skin, matte eyeshadow all over our eyes, and a glossy lip, as you guys could see. If you're interested, make sure you subscribe to my channel and you hit the notification bell so you get notified every single time I post. It's usually once a week on Wednesdays. Si quieren ver este video o cualquier otro de mis videos en español, pues pueden seguir at Catano Glam. Guys, I cannot wait to jump into this tutorial. It is going to be style, like voiceover style, because it's just a lot faster. Today is Father's Day, the day that I'm actually filming this. There's lots of thunder and lightning outside going on. I'm going to maybe try to see my family a little bit, even though quarantine and COVID is still around. So gotta be very careful with the masks, but I just thought it was going to be a little faster to do it voiceover. So I hope you enjoy, and I will come back to talk to you guys at the end. Starting off fresh face, we're going to go ahead and get started with the brows. Take your eyebrow pencil and your favorite brow powder. Today I'm going to be using this trio set from Monica Dar and mixing these two shades, the lightest one and the darkest one. If you guys like a more dramatic look, you can go ahead and wet your brush with a little bit of setting spray or a little water if you don't have setting spray on hand. And this is going to give the powder a little more pigmentation. So like I said, it's going to look a little more dramatic. I always like to start off by brushing my brow hair upward before I start to actually fill them in, because that way I could see where I really have the spaces and I know exactly where I need to deposit the product. For me, it's usually in the tail of the brow, so that's where I'm going to start off. You want to keep building it up all the way until you get towards the front of the brow. I always like the tail to look a little bit darker versus the beginning of the brow. And of course, switch it over to the spoolie to make sure everything is blended out. As usual, I'm going to repeat these exact steps on the other eyebrow, and I'll be done in 3, 2, 1. And now I'm taking the Il Maquillage Eyebrow Gel. I absolutely love using this product. I had it in LA for the longest time, and it's finally back in Miami with me. And it's perfect for the days where you want your brows to look a little bit more fluffy, plus it gives you color. So in this case, I'm using one that has a little bit of a lighter color so that my face doesn't look so harsh, or I guess so that my eyebrows don't look so harsh is what I'm trying to say. Of course, you're going to want to blend out this product, so go ahead and get your eyebrow spoolie, which is exactly what I'm doing. First, I like to brush my hair upward to make sure that everything is combed out and there are no clumps of product in my eyebrow hair. And then I go ahead and take the spoolie and basically shape out my brows, making sure that I have the perfect shape. Now I'm taking the Il Maquillage BFF Concealer, and this is in the shade 03. This shade is a little bit more on the yellow side, but I'll explain why I'm using it later on in the video. And now I'm taking a flat concealer brush, which by the way comes in most eyeshadow brush kits, so I'm sure a lot of you guys have a brush similar to this, just to apply this concealer around my brows and go ahead and clean up the brow area a little bit. I don't want to make my brows too thin today. For some reason, summer reminds me of like super thick brows and all that stuff. And since we're going to be doing our eye makeup after this, I went ahead and took the rest of that concealer on the back of my hand and just applied it to my eyelids, because this is like a primer. You guys know I love doing this step. It definitely makes everything apply way more smoothly with a lot more pigment, and you guys will see once I start using the eyeshadow. I should have probably done the gel after this part, but it's fine. Of course, taking a beauty blender. You guys could go ahead and use whatever beauty sponge, but this is the one that I had handy. I don't have it wet, so a lot of people like to use these moist or wet. I don't really care for it. If anything, I'll probably spray it with a little bit of setting spray, but for the most part, it works well dry. By the way, guys, I got a huge allergy on my eye. I have no idea why, but it did go away, so don't worry, it wasn't an infection or anything. It was just pretty red throughout the video. I'm going to be taking the MAC Studio Fix powder just to set my eyes. This is in the shade NC15, and the brush that I'm using is a Morphe one, but I'll mention it later again. For today's video, I'm really excited because I'm going to be taking the Holy Mother of Makeup Divine Intervention Volume 1 eyeshadow palette. I have never used this palette, so I'm excited to see what all these beautiful colors can do. You guys can check out the link in my bio. It is an affiliate link, but no, this video is not sponsored by them. I'm taking a blending brush and picking up this shade that is called Shrine. I'm putting it on the outer corner of my eye like I usually like to start off when it's a look like this. And as you could see by my reaction, I was not expecting this pigment. I did notice later on throughout the video while I was recording that it was a little hard to blend, so just make sure you're continuing to blend it out. It does have really nice pigment, and this is a vegan and cruelty-free brand, so sometimes with vegan and cruelty-free makeup, the blending is a little bit different. I don't know. Have you guys noticed that before? Because I have. By the way, this shade is matte and I'm focusing it in the crease. I always recommend you guys to use matte shades in the crease and never, or at least the majority of the time, a sparkly or a glitter shade, okay? Going in with a Morphe E18 brush, it's definitely more pointy. I'm going to be taking this color, which is like a more red version of that brown that we originally used, and I'm going to create a smoked out winged liner, trying to get as close to the lash line, but definitely in a diagonal, kind of like a cat eye. And if you guys notice, I'm kind of stopping at the middle of the eye and I'm not taking it all the way towards the inside. Now I'm switching over to that original fluffy blending brush and I'm just going to blend out the edges of this winged eyeshadow liner because I still want them to look pretty smooth towards the ends. Now taking the Sigma Wide Shader E59 brush, it is way more flat. I'm going to take this creamy bone colored shade. It's totally matte, by the way, guys. Make sure you dust off the excess with every single color. And now I'm just going to pack this onto that space that doesn't have any eyeshadow. Do you guys see that? Kind of like in the very inner portion of the eye, like the inner corner, and then going towards like the middle of the eyelid, and then also kind of up in the middle corner again, like you guys saw, just to brighten and open up the eye a little bit while still keeping this look very matte. Now I'm using a Luxie Mini Round Brush number 141 and I'm going to take this beautiful pink. It's definitely more pink in person versus with this lighting, so I just want to make sure you guys know. I'm putting this in the inner corner because I wanted to give this look a little bit of a pop of color, which I think is perfect for the summer months. So let me know if you guys try something like this. Eyeshadow complete, and now it's time to use this felt tip eyeliner from L'Oreal, which I'm super excited about because I haven't done a winged eyeliner in quite some time. I like to start at the end, really creating the wing and the tail of the eyeliner. Some people like to start in the beginning, so it's really up to personal preference. To save time, I'm going to do the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. Ta-da! Beautiful, sleek eyeliner, and today I'm going to be taking these gorgeous lashes from Fifi Lashes made in LA, so I'm super excited about them because I haven't worn these in so long. I actually think that these are a new pair, but I do really like Fifi Lashes, and this style is undefeated. So I'm going to prep the lashes with some lash glue. Today I'm using this black one from Kiss, and I'm going to let them sit on the side so that the glue can get tacky. I'm going to be taking the Grande Cosmetics Grande Drama Mascara. I got this in a BoxyCharm box, and you guys know that my BoxyCharm link is always available in the description box if you guys want to help me out. And I'm just going to be coating my lashes with this. This always helps prep the lashes so that the falsies look nice and more natural. And yep, I got some mascara right there, but never fear. I usually take a clean Q-tip when it dries, but because it was fresh and I wanted to get rid of it ASAP, I just took a clean spoolie. As easy as that, I scraped it right off. All you need to do once you clean it with the spoolie is go back with the same color that you had there of the shadow and just go over it, add a little more, and good as new. Now that the glue is nice and tacky, it's time to apply the lashes. I always like to let the glue get a little tacky because if it's too wet, then the lash just kind of slips off and it makes it really messy and hard, especially because this glue was black. So this way it was a lot easier to apply. As you guys could see, it was literally super easy. If you guys want some more tips and tricks and an in-depth video, then go ahead and visit this one that I have right on screen. And it's also linked in the description box when you guys are done watching this video. Now I'm just taking some cleansing milk from Catano by Anise and cleaning up whatever product I have under my eyes since we're going to get started with the skin in just a second. All you need is a little bit of this cleansing milk slash cream and then either a little cotton round or some toilet paper and you're good to go as soon as you wipe everything off. So I'm going to do my skincare routine off camera to save some time and be right back to explain the steps. Okay guys, I'm back, and the first thing that I did was use this collagen toner from the brand Catano by Anise, which you guys could find in the description box. And then I went in with this Origins Ginseng Energy Boosting Oil-Free Moisturizer. This is also super fun to use. A lot of my clients like it. And for primer, I used this one from Touch in Sol, and it's called No Problem. Get it? Like problem? Anyway. Now I'm taking the sample of the Dream Skin Dior foundation that I got from Bloomingdale's, and it's in the shade 20. I wanted to try it out. And this is the Il Maquillage foundation brush. It's super light, like I can barely feel it on my skin, and it has very minimal coverage, guys, but I don't hate it. So I will say that definitely for summer months, you're going to want something a little lighter just so your skin doesn't feel so heavy if you happen to go out in the sun, even though most of us are not really going anywhere these days. But either way, I felt like, again, it didn't really give me good coverage, but it did leave my skin nice and luminous. So I'm taking that Il Maquillage concealer again, and I really like it because it has that yellowy tint that I guys told you about in the beginning when I was doing my brows, and that really helps kind of color correct my under eye circles a little bit. And then to really add some brightness, I'm taking the Stay Naked Urban Decay concealer in the shade 20, and like I said, this really highlights all of these specific areas on my face. I'm taking this Alamar Cosmetics eyeshadow brush. It's really fluffy and soft, and I've been loving using brushes lately to blend out my concealer. I will go in with a beauty blender in a second, but I feel like this is the perfect way to blend your concealer without it actually being soaked up by a sponge or something, if you guys know what I mean, and it does blend out pretty well. But there's nothing like the blend that a beauty sponge or a beauty blender in this case gives you, so I really feel like this is the perfect touch at the end once I am done blending with the brush, because in case the brush left any little streaks, the beauty blender will definitely blend those away. Honestly, I don't even know how many times I said blend or blender or blending in this section, but whew, anyway, let's move on. So I'm taking this Play highlighter. It's a liquid highlighter in the shade Night and Shine from the brand Glossier. This is a product that I left in LA, and I'm so excited that it's finally back home in Miami with me so I can get to play with it a little bit more. And look at this beautiful sheen that it leaves on your skin. It's like the most flawless glow from within highlighter, and all I'm using to blend it out are my fingers. Make sure that your hands are clean, obviously, when you do blend it out, but it's just a quick and easy way to blend everything out. And as you guys could see, I'm doing it before I actually set my face. And just in case you want a little bit of an extra blend, you can always go over it with your beauty sponge and do exactly what you did with the foundation. I'm taking the Sunlit Bronzer from the Havana Camila Cabello collection with L'Oreal, and I thought that this was going to be so amazing. I started to blend it out with a Morphe E8 brush on my cheekbones. I did a little bit on my nose too. I did some on my chin, and I had to go off camera to really try to blend this out because, guys, it wasn't working. Off camera, I also did some baking, and I took the Ciate London Everyday Vacay powder for that, which I got in a BoxyCharm box. And now I'm taking the Studio Fix powder in the shade C3 from MAC and a big, round, fluffy brush to basically set the rest of the face and at the same time take away a little bit of that baking powder. I'm taking a Morphe M438 brush, which is a lot smaller, to dust away the rest of the baking powder. But if you guys notice, I'm not necessarily dusting, even though I said that. I'm really lightly packing, and that's a way that the baking powder gets taken away and picked up by the brush, but the concealer under it does not move. I'm taking the M143 brush from Morphe. This is the fan brush that Nikki Tutorials and Roxette Arisa used to use all the time for bronzer. And I'm also taking this bronzer from Il Maquillage. It is the mineralized one. I was trying to do some sort of powder contour, but I don't know. I didn't really like how this brush applied the bronzer. I don't know, maybe it was the bronzer itself, but anyway, I switched over to an angled brush that came in an Alamar Cosmetics collection, and that definitely helped blend out the bronzer and apply it a lot better along my cheekbones. And I also put it around other areas of my face. I put it on top of my chin. I put it on my nose. I like to really look bronzy. I also put some on my neck and on my chest so that everything looked nice and harmonious, if that's the right word. I wanted to use this blush from Charlotte Tilbury. It's called Chic to Chic in the shade Love is the Drug, with this Real Techniques brush to apply it onto the apples of my cheeks. Look at how cute and pinky and rosy and healthy it makes my skin look. I think it gives it the perfect summer glow, and the pink pink from the blush matches with the pink from the eyeshadow. For some highlight, I'm taking the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter, and guys, it literally gives you a mega glow. It's so freaking pretty. It's kind of like a peachy champagne shade, so it matches perfectly with my skin tone. I love adding it not only all over my face, but also all over my chest, on my shoulders. We all need a little pop of glow nowadays. Zooming you guys in to finish off the lower lash line, I'm first adding a little bit of this pink to the inner corner, and I'm using the same exact tiny brush for that. I did want to make this pink stand out just a little bit more. Switching over to a Morphe M213 brush, I'm going to take the original shade that we put into our crease that was kind of like that caramel color, and I'm going to put it all over our lower lash line. Now I'm adding this shade. It's the red one that we used on the upper lash line, and guys, I did not realize how pigmented it was, so gonna have to blend that out in a second. So I did pick up Shrine again, which was that caramelly brown shade at first, just to try to blend it out, and if you guys could see, I'm taking this shade all the way to connect it with the winged eyeliner that I created. I wanted it to be super smoked out. Now I'm taking the shade Rosy Posy from the brand Dirty Little Secret. I'm pretty sure this came in a BoxyCharm box once upon a time. And guys, if you want to learn how to make your lips go from 0 to 100, literally making them bigger without any sort of surgery or injections or anything like that, head over to the link in the description box because I teach you guys all of my steps in depth how to do that. Now I'm taking the lip gloss from Dominique Cosmetics in the shade Peach Tea. This is such a beautiful pinky peachy shade, and I think it matches perfectly with the makeup. And here's a little weird trick I like to do every single time I do my makeup. It really takes away any lip product that was on the inner part of your lips so that your teeth don't get marked with lipstick or lip gloss. And of course, I'm setting my face using this iconic London Prep Set and Glow spray. It is so beautiful and leaves your skin super luminous. And there you have it. This is the final look. You guys saw it. Oh shit, hold on. That's my alarm telling me I gotta wrap this up. Anyway, that is the real life of content creation, guys. As you guys could see, like you saw in the beginning of this video, and now you really see the final look come together. This is the perfect look for summer. Remember, I am teaching online makeup classes, so if you guys want to learn how to do this exact look step by step, me explaining it to you, write me an email right here at catanoglam@gmail.com, or write me a comment under this video with your email so I could send you all the information because they are still at a discounted rate currently in June. Remember to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post, and I will see you guys over on my Instagram accounts as well, Gabriella Catano and Catano Glam, because I post there so much. I literally post there like almost every single day. So if you want to learn a little bit more about me, talk to me on a more personal level, then go ahead and follow me over there. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.